Hi there. Welcome. It's Crafty Aunt T. I wanted to talk to you about ATCs, artist trading cards. What in the world are they? And I want to show you some examples that I have all around my desk here. An artist trading card, the most important thing about it is that it's 2.5 by 3.5 inches in size. So here it is. You can do it landscape style or portrait style. It doesn't matter as long as the size is right. This is a piece of watercolor paper that I have cut out in preparation for creating an ATC. You may also hear them called ACEOs. Here's why. The other half of being an ATC, an artist trading card, is that it should never be sold. It should be traded or given away. Well, somebody wanted to sell them, I suppose, and they said, well, let's call them artist cards, artist cards, editions and originals. Sorry, artist cards, editions and originals, ACEO. So you may hear them referred to that way. And so now some people are saying, no, you can sell them. Well, I don't know. I like the traditional artist trading card, can't be sold kind of thing. At any rate, it's this big. It's easy to find some paper already cut up, like this little thing of blanks. Someone sent them to me, I think, with an ATC. And this is Bristol board. It's nice and smooth, and it's perforated at the top. These are really nice. They're handy to have. But you could also just get a great big sheet of mixed media paper or cardstock. You could even take an old cereal box, chop it up into 2.5 by 3.5 square rectangles, and store them away somewhere, and you're ready to go. In fact, well, my daughter has taken over my craft room as a bedroom, so I can't show you, but I have a little box with a divider, and so in the back I keep supplies for creating ATCs, and in the front of it I keep the completed ones for a time when I've just done them. So then it's real handy to move around and keep your pencils in there or what have you. Now, how do we, well, wait a minute, let's finish talking about trading them. When you trade them, you're generally online and you're trading with someone, and it's good etiquette to put them in one of these sleeves. So you buy the sleeves at say Walmart, or you can order them online. I'll put you a link if I find a good price. I'm really frugal, so I'm always looking for the price. And when you finish creating your ATC, you just slip it into the folder and mail it. I often make a note out of a sheet of cardstock folded, and I might decorate the front, and I might say enjoy on the inside and put my name. Or maybe I don't at all, because on the back of your ATC, you traditionally would put your information, your name, your location, the date, perhaps the edition. Is it one of one? Is it one of a series? Maybe it's number 1 of 14. Or if you're doing an alphabet, maybe it's 1 of 26. So you do that, you put that information on the back, and some people like to put more, like their email address, or if it's for a swap, they'll put which particular swap it was. So there's all of that. Here are some decorative papers somebody sent me, along with some ATC. I'm sorry that I don't remember who gave me these, because they're really pretty. And so I could easily begin by taking my cardstock or my chipboard or my piece of cereal box, and I could glue down a cover. That would be layer 1 of my ATC. Here's another, somebody sent me just a little nice flower. So there's layer 2. We've already gotten going on a very simple ATC. Here are some I bought. I purchased these from someone on Etsy, and these were her original paintings, and then she has created prints from those and made them ATC size, and they're beautiful. Here's one from some years ago, I think 2010. We were doing an alphabet swap, and I had the whole alphabet across my corkboard. My husband wondered what in the world I was doing, but this is a really simple one someone did with some broad markers. They did their letter E, and then some smaller markers. They did a simple but nice design on the back. It's just a sheet of cardstock, and done. Here is some more. This one it's called Knightsbridge. It's really with a K, but they did Knightsbridge variations. So they've doodled all these variations and colored them with markers. This one, someone, let's see, this is painted, and it looks like there's some lettering back here, so maybe stamped lettering, and a drawing of a dog, and then she stitched around the outside edge, which is another thing you can do if you're handy with a sewing machine. Just add some stitching. Here are some, if you feel like you're not crafty but you want to participate in trading ATCs. These are digital files. They're pictures from the internet or collages from the internet that then are printed onto cardstock. You just slip the cardstock into your computer and print out the picture, and lo and behold, you've got an ATC. There's nothing in the world wrong with that. Let's see what else I have here. Okay, what I do, I sit right now, and I'm always changing around. Here's one from a few years ago that I painted the paper, and then I doodled on top of it. And then I got all these, I got this mat board, and I think I had my husband cut all this mat board up, and my plan was to glue these down. Now this one I decided was ugly. It wasn't as pretty as the other, so this one never got to go away, but I would just glue this onto the mat board, and it makes a nice little frame, and it's sturdy to send through the mail because this is pretty thick. And then I traded that way. Here's a Scotty dog that I did the same way, and I guess I cut him too small or something. He never went away either, but I just sketched him, and this was white, very thin paper that I painted over with some gray paint, I suppose. But what I've been doing lately is I keep my little box of cards by the phone, and I doodle while I'm talking on the phone. So if you're ever talking to me on the phone, ask me what I did, and I'll show you. And they're not bad. This was a long conversation. I got a lot of shading in there and stuff. Some of them are not as good as others, but these are all ATCs. This is, what kind of paper? It's not mixed media paper. This is a thin Bristol paper that I've done, probably from one of those Strathmore pads, and I've just cut them up. A lot of times I will use mixed media paper, and what I do is buy the Canson mixed media pads, the really big ones. They're like, oh phooey, 18 by something, and then I just, you can take one sheet and cut it up and have enough for a long time. Or sometimes I'll paint it first. I'll do some watercolor painting all over it and then cut it up. So that's one way to do it. Here's one with just this is a backing of some, maybe a cereal box. It's a cardstock of some sort, and then they've put a decorative card over it and some stickers. These are stickers, and the word ride. This might be a scrapbooker I got this one from. And then these doodles are done in a paint, like a Stickles paint or something. Cute little doodad there. Now these are all different, and yet they're all the same idea. What these people have done is, did I do one of these? I may have done one of these. These all start with a decorative background layer on the cereal box or the, cardstock. The wings have been cut out. Yeah, I think I did this one. The wings are cut out. These are all cutouts. These are cut. This is a sticker, and this is a cutout. So, cut them out of magazines if you don't own some of these digital files. But a lot of these, look for free clip art online, and you can find them. This is a button that's been glued on. This is just a packet of cute little flower stickers. This is a decorative edge you would use to make greeting cards or for scrapbooking. This you can get at Michael's in a strip, and just cut the not the paper under it, that's separate, but your glitter. I'm all about shiny things, so I'm big into those. And so those are easy and fun ways, and I wouldn't make just one. I usually make a series, but probably make 4 or 5 anyway to kind of save some time. Here are some similar ones. This is a piece that's been run maybe through a die cut machine, and then glue on 2 pieces of ribbon and stick on 2 ready-made flowers, and done. This one is layered up with some cardstock flowers. The layer under it is different, so I would say these were scraps, and this looks like a big strawberry with maybe some gold paint over it, and then the flowers are glued over it, and then a little bitty cross charm. And then this one is cute. I didn't make this one. It has a felt background, and it looks like hand stitched. Oh, I forget what that stitch is called, but they're X's all around the edge. The cross was sewn onto the felt. The believe is made out of a little piece of copper, and beads hold it on, and then they're stitched through the beads. And then 2 little cute, give me my shiny stuff in the corners. That one is absolutely adorable. And so what I'm going to do for you is, on my blog, craftyaunt.com, I'm going to put a little card that you can personalize and place it on the back of your ACEOs or your ATCs that will have, see, I signed my name. That's not what you should do. Let's look at this professional one. Nope. Let's look at, trying to find one that's, I haven't asked anyone for permission to show theirs, so I don't see any of mine. Anyway, I'll make you a little fill in the blank form that you can stick on the back of your cards, so that when you complete them, you can fill out the information, slip them in a sleeve, don't forget the sleeve, and send them out and trade them. If you want to trade with me, let me know. I'd be happy to. Oh, and I wanted to show you this. This is a very sad one. It's one of the first ones I ever tried to make, and I said, gosh, this is too hard and it's too weird, and I didn't do a good job. And I was right, I didn't do a good job, I see now. But this was some lightweight cardstock that I painted over with pink acrylic paint, a sticker, an embellishment. I cut out some wings. I cut out the lady. This was some random piece of decorative paper, and a little square where I was making some jewelry, you know, the glass jewelry tiles that you make. So yeah, it was pretty ugly. So, you know, you'll get better with time, I promise. But I hope that helps you to understand, because somebody was asking what is an ATC, and I thought, well, I'm going to show her a video, and I looked at a couple of videos, and they seem to have some information, but not all of the information. And I really wanted you to have a full picture of what it is, because you don't just draw, or you don't paint, or, you know, if you don't do any of those things, you can still participate, because anybody can cut and glue, or you know, anybody can create a great collage. Or not anybody, but if you don't have this talent, maybe you have this talent, and you can create a collage in Photoshop or something, and make it the right size and print it out. Also, you know, washi tape. Oh my gosh, how much washi tape does everybody own? And you could just, you know, put a bunch of tape across. In fact, let me just make you a video about making ATCs. But for now, I hope this answers some of your questions about what they are, how to send them. You can Google for groups. There are tons of groups online that do this. And so you can Google and find a group to do some trades with if you want to get started. And some of the groups you don't have to commit to doing it every time. So they may say, you know, we trade weekly, but really you sign up weekly if you want to trade. I'm in a group right now that we get to sign up if we want to trade, and so that's really helpful because if your mom's down for the week, then you don't have to do it. So I hope that helps you. Let me know if you have any questions. Have a good night. Bye-bye.